Welcome to the game of Risk, everyone. I'm your host, OliveXC, a top player at this game, and today I am telling all of you here to sign up for the Risk Free-for-All World Championships. They are finally starting. Round 1 is a setting that I'm playing for you all today, and this is going to be on Japan. Expert AI fixed, alliances off, fog off, blizzards off, bots automated, portals off. And we can see right here, Japan is a very dynamic map right here. Looking at the continents, right? We have Hokkaido a +3, Tohoku a +5, Kanto a +5, Chubu a +8, Kansai a +5, Shikoku a +4, used to be a +6, but they fixed it. Chukoku a +5, Kyushu and Okinawa a +4, and Ryukyu Islands up here, which connects to Kyushu, a +3. So this is a very nice and dynamic map right here. People are constantly going to be attacking each other, trying to get continents and holding those continents. And I like to think there's 3 main strategies. And basically there's a player that goes for the Hokkaido region up top, and then they eventually move forward to try to take the Tohoku region with a 3-point guard under Niigata, Fukushima, Miyagi. We have the player going for the Shikoku region, and they eventually expand forward into the Chukoku region. And then finally, you have the Ryukyu Islands player that eventually expands into Kyushu and Okinawa. Right, so those are the 3 normal main players. And then the remaining players, someone trying to go for Kansai, someone trying to go for Kanto, and then the other person just generally gets eliminated a little bit early. So our first turn is going to be relatively simple for us. I think we're going to be trying to go for the Kansai region. So our focus right now, was it Kansai? Yes, Kansai, because that's where the most of our troops are right here. And what I'm hoping is that maybe orange and blue can get into some conflict with each other. Green is, I think, doing the correct play. They're going to be going for the Hokkaido region. There isn't really much opportunity for purple to move, so green's probably going to have to hit them. In blue, it looks like they are immediately aggressively going for Kanto. They're doing it a little bit fast. You don't want to be taking a continent on the first turn, as that may just be weakening yourself a little bit too much. You can see they're already down to just 20 troops right here. All their extra troops that they had and not being attacked a lot already kind of set them behind a little bit. The purple player on their move is doing an excellent job securing a continent for themselves. So it looks like at this time the white player is in a rough spot. Hopefully my next turn I can be in a good spot. It's going to kind of depend on what the orange player wants to do with me. If they openly antagonize me, ooh, but it looks like the white player wants to hit the purple player. And by the way, this is being played just randomly on the ladder. So I'm not doing a official kind of a practice. If you guys want to see me play high level tournament players, be sure to let me know and I can do that. However, I find for round 1 and round 2 of these tournaments, I actually kind of prefer playing more on the ladder, because that's going to be around the level of skill that you would expect to have. So our move, because people are starting to be taking continents for themselves now, is we are just going to take and hold our region right here. And we're leaving our 6 baked in like this, because we're not trying to pick a fight with the orange player at all. This region, Osaka, connects to all territories within Kansai, but isn't opened up, and it's a strategy I like to do when I go for this region. And now, in purple's case, they've just been getting smacked really hard, because they got their continent so early for themselves. When the white player were kind of attacked, they kind of ruined both of their games, right? Because look at white, they're at 16. Look at purple, they're at 12. And look at what orange did, right? Orange said, good job, blue player. If I was green, I would consider potentially hitting blue. Because if they were to take and hold this region, they can potentially out-expand, and the Kanto and the Hokkaido players will naturally be in conflict with each other. And is purple looking to break my continent? Well, honestly, they could. It wouldn't even be like a horrible move. They didn't get a card for themselves at all. They could easily done like a 3v1 for themselves, or... So yeah, not really sure what they're trying to do. I think they're just getting a little bit overwhelmed from the aggression from the white player. So yeah, so let's see what white's going to do. Are they going to be acting as the board police? And yeah, they are. And so this is something you don't want to be doing in your games, guys. Like, you don't want to just be breaking everybody, because like, look how weak white is, right? They're at 19 troops. Orange, just by getting and securing their content, is at 30 troops. So they're in a commanding lead and will be dominating this game a little bit. And they're just going to be weakening their own game. If Orange wanted to, they could break my continent right here pretty easily, but they're not, because they don't want me to hit them. And like, now I'm in a strong alliance with Orange, and I don't want to break their bonuses at all. The only thing I actually think I do want to do, because I want to kind of target like the weaker players right now, is I'm going to be hitting the purple 2 right here. I mean, I lost a couple of troops, but it's not anything crazy. And then look, I'm just going to move everything back here. And no set on 3 for me, but you can see, by just taking and holding a continent right away, you'll be able to secure your nice early game advantage and do well for yourself. A great thing about the free-for-all tournament, and if you check my description of my video, I have a link to the Discord. The Discord basically is like where you sign up. There's like a sign-up link under announcements. You can go there, fill out the form. Make sure you're a part of the Discord and sign up as well. Again, it's free and easy to join, and then you're able to start playing your games like from there. The way that our tournament works is that everybody can play round 1 and 2. It doesn't matter if you're a novice, a grandmaster, or a famous player like Peter Kilted. You just have to play, have fun, and like follow like our rules. The way that our scoring works and determines who moves on is by a placement system and a bounty system. For our placement system, the way that it works is you get 2 points for every place that you're in. So 6th place gets 2 points, 5th place gets 4 points, 4th place gets 6 points, up until 1st place who gets 12 points. So you want to get higher up in your game in order to get more points. The second way you get a lot of points is through our bounty system. The way that a bounty works is that every time you defeat a player and like take their cards, you get basically their kill, right? Or their bounty. First 2 bounties, you get 3 points, right? So if I defeat 2 players, I would get 6 points, 3 points for each kill. But then there's receding value for each additional kill afterwards. So my 3rd kill, I'll only get 2 points, and then my 4th or 5th kill, I'm actually only going to be getting 1 point. So the maximum total bounty score that I can get in a game is going to be 10 points. And the reason why we do this is that sometimes a lot of players were just kind of snowballing and getting a huge lead for themselves early on by just killing all players and then getting 27 points. And they're able to snowball into like the quarterfinals, semifinals, even if they're doing weaker in the later rounds. By making it so that players are only able to get up to 22 points, it's really about placement and bounties, and really rewards skill throughout the tournament, rather than just kind of like doing well and like 1 or 2 individual rounds and kind of coasting to the end. So it's really a well-designed tournament with constant iterations that we've looked to improve on. And now we can see right here, all the attacking kind of that's happening between like purple and and white. You can see how weak they are. They have half the troops of all the other players right now, and they're all kind of just stuck in this one location. And you can see white, they are almost completely dead at this point. They're down to only 10 troops left. So obviously all my online ladder players are not playing this for a bounty system at all. But what we can see is they're just attacking and taking troops. And oh yeah, they don't even have a set on 4. That's like almost a death knell for them at this point. But the orange player was smart. I would trade in, put everything to 13, attack the 1s, and try to eliminate the white player from the game. But let's see. It looks like... Is orange going to be doing anything? It looks like orange is going to be taking a second continent for themselves instead. Oh no, they're not even that. They're just kind of taking a little more territory. So a lot of times in the tournaments, a lot of people will be really aggressive taking continents, kind of daring other people to be hitting them. And now we can see right here we have 19 troops. So we leave 6 here. Yeah, we don't need 16. We can probably leave 7 here and then leave the rest of the troops here. This is going to allow us to immediately eliminate the white player from the game. So we're just going to be going down like this, up, and attack. And even if we get a really, really bad roll, we're still going to be able to take and eliminate them like this. So we have plenty of extra troops. We got 5 cards right here. And now we get a nice, really big set for ourselves right here of 12 additional troops. We're at 62 right now, and we are in wonderful, wonderful shape for ourselves. We can now look to position ourselves to maybe even starting to attack the purple player if possible, but no reason to be starting to do that yet. So I'm just going to be making one attack right this to kind of start moving the troops in. And I'm going to leave my remaining troops down here. And we got another 10 set right here. We're at 61 troops. We have a nice lead going for ourselves right now. And we got 1 bounty. So this is already starting up to be like a good game. Like if I were to look at this from a tournament perspective, I think orange didn't really press their advantage early on and allowing the other players to catch up. You need a balance between aggression and attacking other players. Yeah, you can see in green's case right here, they are aggressively trying to be kind of taking their own continent for themselves right here to kind of build up and get a new advantage. Look, you see they have the nice 3-point hold over the Hokkaido region. They're not defending, and they're now doing a 2-point hold, telling the blue player, hey, I won't hit you at all, but I don't want you to hit me at all. So it's really, really, I think, a nice move. Yeah, and ooh, blue then decides to break me right here. This does, though, actually end up opening up my continent. So it's not the end of the world. And by the way, when people are using those symbols, I'll pull it up right here with my emojis right here because I have most of the emojis in the game, like the zombie or the pirate one. What they're basically saying is, hey, let's truce and have an alliance together, not hit each other. It's a great way to communicate in non-alliance games for yourself. And now we're going to see what the orange player wants to do. And they're going to be breaking purple. Yeah, I think purple was overextending, taking those extra continents for themselves. And now look, they are actually pretty weak at this time. And they can't, and because of what orange was doing, couldn't really do much. And now, in a blue's case right here, because they hit me from before, I'm now going to break them like this. And then move my troops back here like this. Right? I mean, they hit me and broke my continent. And now they're a very, very weak player. I'm still at 65 troops. I'm still doing fine. And honestly, the green player can almost eliminate blue from the game pretty easily if they wanted to. So you have to balance between aggression and defense, in this game mode. I'm not attacking a player as long as they don't attack me. And if blue keeps attacking me, they're going to open up a path that I can just eliminate them from the game. So they have to be really careful about doing a further attack for themselves. And In this case, green is making another attack. And orange is a little bit upset by that. Because, again, it keeps opening up my stack, which gives me more potential to attack. So it looks like green is taking the alliance with the blue player seriously right here. And we'll have to work with them a little bit more. Orange is going to be focused more on... The board is not allowing me to take and hold my region. So I think I have to kind of expand and go to somewhere else instead. So Nagano, I believe, is connected to Saitama. Ooh, yeah, but purple actually got broken right here hard, but they're at 16 troops. So I'm going to test something. I'm going to leave one troop here, and then leave my rest of my troops here like this. Okay, this is big. So it looks like Nagano is not connected to Saitama. That's why I wanted to check that. So I'm going to break this area right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up, break this, and then I'm going to move my entire stack like this. And we can see right here, if green wants to break me, like, they're going to have to go somewhere else, right? Because both blue and green have kind of been targeting me like a little bit right here. Because, you know, purple... I really need to kind of break up this alliance. If I just continue staying in my corner, they're going to keep hitting me. It's how it's going to be. So it looks like green is saying move out of here or I'm going to take you out. And now he's giving the devil symbol, saying move out or we're going to take you out. So you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to give them a symbol right here. And I'm going to try to move like out of their way right here, right? Because at the end of the day, if they're both going to keep hitting me, I have to show that I'm willing to try to work with them if possible. So I'm really just trying to balance between attacking the other players versus kind of defending a bit. I'm still in a good lead, like in troops. One thing I actually could try to do right now is eliminate the blue player from the game. So I'll be getting about like 6 troops or so, or at least 5 troops. So I don't think orange will be hitting me. That'll be a 38, and I'll have to take out 29. And then if blue gets eliminated from the game, that's going to be giving me 7 cards. And then I think I probably would be like okay. I may be even able, depending on how badly the orange player hits the purple player, I'll still be in like really, really good shape right here. And it's going to break up the alliance between blue and green, which is going to be like my biggest goal through all of this. But it looks like the orange player is making the move to eliminate purple from the game. Now orange, yeah, they're going to be completely eliminating purple. They're doing a good attacking right here. Like, they have camera animations off, but they're attacking effectively enough in order to be advancing the game right here. So at this point, I'd be expecting green to be trading in and trying to eliminate me. So if this was a tournament play, really the best thing that I think that I could try to do is try to take out one more player, and that way I would get like 3rd place and probably 14 points. Green would then eliminate me and get 2nd place and 13 points, and then the orange player would get 1st place and 2 bounties for themselves. If this was like an online ladder game, I would try to play this out. But as I'm playing this as a kind of a tournament example practice for all of you, I just want to get the bounty right here. So I'm going to try to eliminate purple the blue player right here. It's going to be a 100% guaranteed kill. We're going to get the nice set trade in right here. 12 additional troops for ourselves. Then we are just going to leave our stack like this. I wouldn't be surprised if the green player went in and then tried to eliminate me. But I had to take out their partner, as green and blue were in a very, very strong alliance. That a green doesn't like me. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to eliminate me and break my continents. And honestly, they probably should. The only chance I have right now is to be taking it a little bit more passively and hope the other players hit each other. Because if this was a tournament, normally what green would do is they would go in and they would try to be eliminating me from the game right away. Yeah, but now orange is trading in right here. They have set on 3. They almost have if they can eliminate one player from the game, they may be able just to break the game's balance right here. But now we're getting to a good end game scenario right here. The orange player can be holding all of these bonuses with a kind of a 2-point hold. It's very powerful in the end game to be doing this. So not much we can really do here. Can't break this. Like if we were to place everything in and go and hit orange, we probably would lose. However, I think what we could try to do is, I think we need to at least try, but most likely this is going to be a loss at this time. But this is still a good practice and a good score. Like, I'm not going to attack any further right here. If green wants to break me and take second, they can do that. But it looks like green is going for the win right here. So it looks like what they are doing instead is that now they are breaking orange themselves. So again, a little bit different from tournament level play, because normally we would see like the green player just probably trying to take a safe second and taking me out. But in this case, they're playing like for the win right here, because again, it's like this is an online ladder game. They're doing some really nice high-level skill right here. But orange is still getting a fair number of territory right here. They'll be able to quickly go in and maybe hold some additional continents. Like they still have the dangerous 2-point guard right here. It's kind of between the green player and me right now when it kind of comes down to stopping them from getting like too powerful. And now you can see right here, right, they have the 1 bonus point right there. So on our move, what we are going to do is we just need to open up. Actually, no, because green can attack from 13 to Nagano and then go in and hit this way. But we have a set, but I don't think we need to do that. So instead, all we're kind of going to do right here is we're going to go and open up and break the orange player and show that we're willing to work to break the orange player. And we're just going to move down right here, right? And we're going to see does green want to work with us in some way to break the remaining orange continents, or are they going to kind of like turtle up? And if they turtle up, it's just going to be giving orange the game at this time. This is kind of like the critical move that green has to consider. If they just take 1 card and pass, that's probably going to give orange the game, and I'll have to kind of place more from like a second place perspective. We can kind of see though, like green and I are working together against orange, who's kind of like the stronger player with like their setup. So even though orange is strong, they're really struggling to maintain this strength. So honestly, orange is pissed off at this point. They may just decide to like suicide into me, and this is kind of like the equivalent of them just trying to get like one more place for themselves. Yep, but it looks like, yeah, okay, now look what happening here. Orange is taking just 1 additional continent for themselves, and then going back. So they're having a +3 and a +5. That's the same thing as the green player. And then green has 1 extra card. So this is actually reasonable right here. So I'm actually not going to be invading or hitting them anymore because they took a reasonable amount of territory and continents. And now I can kind of wait to see how the game board keeps on developing. Like this green, because I'm okay being in this middle position right here. This is a really nice high-level 3-player endgame right here. I hope you guys are all enjoying this and this convinced you to sign up for the tournament. Because again, I love the tournament a lot and seeing like everything like that we do. And it looks like green is breaking orange. Like I think this was a mistake to be attacking this much. Because now orange is going to be really, really upset at the green player with this significant aggression that they have shown them. Because again, like I only took 1 card and passed once orange was taking reasonable continents for themselves. So now orange is hitting with the 2. They break my continent as they should, and now they're looking to break the green player right here and all of their regions right now. So now this game is completely opening up and attacking each other rapidly. This is such an excellent game among all of the players right here. And I am really, really liking what I'm seeing. And that's also why I loved my decision before of taking out the blue player to remove green's best alliance that they could have had before. And in our case, we're going to let the green player hold their region. Oops. And then we are just going to be holding our region like this. We're just holding one simple continent. We're not breaking the balance of the game, but I think us eventually taking and going to Shigaku and eventually trying to do the 2-point hold on Kansai is like a good endgame strategy right here. The good endgame strategy on the right-hand side is you can potentially see the players try to hold it like the opposite way a little bit, like Nigato, Nagano, and Shizuoka right here, or Fuki, Gifu, and Aichi. And wow, green is being so aggressive right here, taking over the territories. Very, I think, high-level kind of majestic play for them. They're definitely a high-level player. So this is kind of like very close and reminiscent of what you would be expecting. So now because of the targeted aggression that both green and I have given the orange player before, the orange player is now really weak and they're going to more of a passive state right now, where they're not trying to be aggressive with attacking. Our focus is just going to be on taking another region, and with a nice little light guard like this, and we're not trying to be making an aggressive move. We're basically when the green player takes Kishu and Okinawa, it'll be balanced between us, right? We'll both be gaining around the same number of territories, and that's going to keep this game in a sense of balance. But this is perfect. We have the big set trade in. Yep, we're going to say well played. But now look, green is aggressively trying to take and hold all of these continents right here. They're really pressing their advantage. This is really some good high-level play as we're trying to break the balance of the game. And my goodness, what an excellent, excellent way to be showing off this tournament right here for all of you. So in Orange's case, I'm expecting them to be pretty pissed at the green player with all of this like aggressive moves right here. And I think it's only a matter of time for the green player to kind of just be falling behind a little bit. Yep. So at this point, I think we can successfully trade in right here. And all we're going to do on our move is we are just going to be hitting a couple of green territories because they are a little bit of territory right now. A little bit high, I would say. And we're just going to move back. if we look at the total territories that everybody has, like on our move, we got 13, green got 14. We are giving them a fair number of troops, and you can see even before kind of trading in, we're even on troops, and after they trade in, they have a little bit of an advantage. So it's really on them to see how they kind of want to continue it. And it looks like they're really just kind of testing the orange players, saying you're not going to be attacking us. Like orange is just laughing right now, saying like, what are you doing right now, man? So orange is probably just like incredulous, saying like, you can't be holding all these continents. This is just silly. They're almost kind of forcing the orange, green's almost kind of forcing orange into an alliance with this kind of aggressive play. If you want to be like targeting over the continents, you have to be doing it in kind of a refined manner. Because otherwise kind of silly things happen right here, right? The last thing I would say I've noticed with my play is that when you leave your territory like this, where it's kind of trapped, what ends up happening is like you lose the opportunity to find the right time to be making an attack towards someone, because like you need to be able to find the right time to strike. And this is probably something with my plan I'm going to have to practice a little bit. Yeah, but otherwise on our move, I think our play is going to be pretty simple right here. We're just going to be leaving everything right here. We're making one attack, and we want to keep ourselves open and available to attack around the map when we can. We're going to just move our stack right here and prioritize keeping it available. Like if we get broken, we get broken, right? But since the majority of our strength is in one army, we're going to be fine. We have a big set 10 trade in right here, and the green player cannot break the orange player at all. So let's see how the green player is going to be reacting to the orange player's aggression. So it looks like the green player is continuing to aggressively attack and take over large swaths of territory of both orange and me, and basically daring them to do something. And oh yeah, green's now attacking everybody right now. What an excellent move from the green player. And this is kind of how you really open up the game right here towards the end game scenario. But I think I may have an opportunity here. So we can see, well, orange traded in, so it looks like I'm not going to have that opportunity. But if you notice, like the 30 troops of green are kind of stuck right here. What this is kind of going to kind of allow us, the orange player and me, to do is we'll be able to attack green really aggressively around the map and really kind of bring their count down and put them into a tough state where they're not going to be able to react against us unless they have a really big set on their own. Yeah, so we can almost try to eliminate green right now. So I think on our move right here, what our play is going to be is we need to just break one continent of orange just to prevent them from getting like too strong. But we're not going to break both. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hit green right here like this. Because again, they broke our continent. It's clear that they just want to continue aggression. And then we're just going to go back at the very end and defend ourselves right here like this and hold our 1 bonus. You can see green, their 30 is stuck, so they really can't retaliate at all. They could try attacking 2-1s and doing a 5-on-3. So 4-on-3, okay, they win that. That's fair. But green does not have the set for themselves right now. So I think we may have an opportunity, I think, to take this right here. So what we could do, because the green player is going to be having on 4 cards, is if we manage to eliminate the green player right here, right? So basically we go in, we attack downwards, upwards. Yeah, orange is very close to kind of breaking the game right here. by the way. But I think we have an opportunity to really kind of take this around because their 25 is like a fully stuck right here. But even then, if we can't take it, what we could do, just because of the way that this kind of like a tournament is structured, I would still probably just try to make the attack right here like this. Yep, make the attack like this. And then I'm going to go in. Take out green. Yeah, I had to be a little quiet right there because it was not an easy move for me to make. I'm going to be able to get a trade-in of 6 troops right here. That's pretty good. I'm going to put it all down. I'm going to hit the orange player right here. I'm going to get a nice roll on them. And then I have to make sure this 25, I don't hit this territory right here. But I'm going to break everything. Look at this, you guys. Look at this play right here. When you leave your opponent's army trapped like this, I'm now able to attack all over the map. But orange gets the 10 set right here. That is very unlucky that we had that happen. So the game's going to be a little bit closer right now. Like if they did not have the 10 set, we would have immediately been able to attack everywhere like around the map with a huge bonus. So that just may have been a little bit unlucky for us that happened. But I really like our play and how we handled this right here. Like orange is really making some beautiful, wonderful attacks right now, attacking in a really nice, clear line, and good on them if they manage to be the ones to take this game. Yeah, they break all the continents. Excellent job from the orange player. Now all I have to do is move their 25 to an open spot to be able to attack the next turn, and then I think they may be able to take this game. Excellent. I'm so happy of the orange player. They have done a wonderful job right here. Yeah, that is well played, orange player. So we just need to focus on breaking the orange player everywhere that we can for ourselves. And we just got to focus on taking as much territory as we can as well for ourselves. Because right now, the orange player is at like a 20. So we're just going to get that count down as much as we can. We're going to try to do a 2v1 up here to get lucky. And a 2v1 right here to get lucky. And a 2v1 right here to get lucky. My gosh, okay, we didn't get any of that. And we have a 4 set, the worst set possible. Alright guys, so it looks like with the orange player having the set on 3 cards and us having a bad trade-in on 4, they're going to be the ones to take this game. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this right here. And again, make sure to sign up for the Free-for-All World Championships. The orange player, again, played excellent and they deserve this win. Like, I'm happy to lose if someone's making like a good plays for themselves. And maybe this orange player is watching this and they decide to join the tournament themselves. Yeah. And there we have it, everyone. I guys hope you all enjoyed this game right here, and make sure to sign up for the Risk Free-for-All World Championships, and let me know if you want me to do some more practice with like live players or people in the tournament like as well in the coming 2 weeks. But with that, this is OliveXC signing off.